My husband and I went to Israel 4.5 years ago and had one of the most life-transforming experiences ever.
Here I am, Lord. Can you even see me? The world is so big, but I am so small.
My husband, who had been a Christian all of his life, finally came to understand the difference between having a religion and having a relationship with the living God. And when we were visiting the Valley of Elah, which is where David and Goliath battled, Frank was just very moved by a teacher of ours who taught us basically that everybody thinks they know the miracle of David and Goliath, that a young shepherd boy could destroy this big evil giant. He wasn't afraid because he had a relationship with the living God. Remember, he came to Goliath and said, "You come to me with a sword, but I come before you in the name of the living God of Israel, whom you've defied." And so that's the real miracle of our story. We came back with stones, a stone for our daughter, a stone for our son, and 2 stones for us. That's all we came back with from this amazing, amazing trip. And years later, a friend of ours, Mark Cabanis, who's also producing this with us, said, "You know what?" Oh, and it was Ken Harding as well, who said, "Have you ever thought about making this into a little musical?"
And we decided to create something together that was a recording. And the idea came from a song that Kath and I wrote.
We had originally written a little song called "What Is Your Stone?" About the life of David, which became our central theme in our musical.
What is your stone? Where will you throw it?
And we decided with Mark and with Ken to develop that into a David and Goliath album that would tell the entire story, set around What Is Your Stone?
And the rest was just a matter of following the biblical account, putting in a song where I felt like the Lord wanted me to have somebody sing.
So grab your stone and throw it well. You got your very own story to tell.
What Kathy realized was that in the story of David and Goliath, there are no women. So she very cleverly decided that, we'll have a little Greek chorus, a little sheep chorus that will follow David around and help tell the story.
David was a shepherd. Let's have a whole bunch of sheep, and girls can play them when they're in the church or the synagogue productions that we hope people will do. So all of a sudden, I figured out maybe the narrator of the thing should be a sheep, and so I decided to name her Sheba. And she talks like this a little bit, and she's very impatient because she's got a big story to tell. And where are her peeps? Where are her peeps? Actually, her sheeps, because they're always late, never on time.
At the same time, the fierce army of the Philistines had been camped at the Valley of Elah for 40 days.
We have several special guests. It's kind of great because we actually got Regis Philbin to be a main character.
I'm a shepherd boy, young David by name.
Yeah.
Oh, and of course, our little David, who is Aidan Gemay, starred in Finding Neverland. And he's perfect, because the thing that people don't know is the idea that little David was 14 years old.
And we're alive, and it gives our every breath.
Staying alive.
He's there.
A story for children, a story for families. It's for Christians. It's for Jews. It's for everyone.
What is your stone? Where will you throw it?
The real message of this was that we all have our stones. The one thing that God has given us to do that no one else can do but you and me. We have individual gifts straight from the Lord himself. And how are we going to throw that stone? How are we going to use it for his glory, to bring shalom, God's shalom, to the chaos of this world? So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it becomes a part of your very lives and your family's lives in the years to come. God bless you all.